Hello crafters, welcome to today's video. Today is my Decorate With Me, and that's the Christmas edition of my. So as you can see, it's completely bare. I've given it a good dust and taken all the autumn items out. I have all the things set up on my right hand side on my dining table. The first thing on this top shelf here, I'm going to be using my woodland angel, and I got this from eBay. This is a QVC item from Valerie Parhill, but I was lucky enough to find it on eBay and they did international shipping, so I got it at a really good price. Now I've got some snow on this shelf already. I probably will be adding some more, but you'll see that snow and things closer up. And then I've got all these reindeer, all these deer, all these stags, and they're all fawns, they're all babies because obviously they have the little white dots on them. So I'm just going to nestle them in around our little woodland angel. Because one thing, I don't know if you noticed on the angel when I brought it to camera, she has some wildlife in the centre here. So she has a fox, she has a deer, she has an owl, and she's holding a rabbit. So I'm going to surround her with some wildlife. I've got these birds that I've used on many Decorate With Me's when I've done the glass cabinet, but they've got lovely little kind of gilded gold on them. So I'm going to put 3 of those in there. Well, I've only got 3, so obviously I'm putting all 3 in now, I should say. But one I'm going to raise up on this glass candle stand. So he's going to be at the back. Oops. I think this one's had a bit too much to drink. Get up there, thank you. And I'm just going to nestle these in. Yes, it's not to scale, but it's Christmas. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm just going to, one way I store my snow, and I reuse my snow year in, year out until it just gets, either really dirty or boots. And I killed a deer. Oh dear. Put you back in there. And I keep it in these big bags, and I have a scoop in there as well, so it makes it easier for me to scoop out. Okay, so on the next shelf I'm going to have like an Arctic theme. So in the dining room my theme for this year is Arctic, and in my living room the theme is woodland. So I'm going to mix up the themes in here, and I'm going to have these kind of frozen Arctic trees on this shelf, but then I have the woodland shelf above. And I have this new item for this year, and these are my penguins. It does play music, but you can't have it so it doesn't. So that's it lit up with the music. Or another setting, you can just have it lit up. And that's probably how I'll have it most of the time. So again, now I'm just going to fill in around the display with my faux snow. Now I get my faux snow from Poundland, because you get a decent sized bag and it's only £1. This shelf here I am leaving as is because it's my dad's collection, and because it's wood and rustic I think it goes pretty well on its own. And all I've done is I've added the light up pine cones that I got from QVC here a number of years ago. So let's just get rid of the snow. So that's that side done. Now let's move over to here. Now on here I am going to have this Santa at the doorstep, and this is a new purchase for this year from B&M, and I think it was about £10. So I'm going to have him in the centre there, and then leading up to that I have these bits which are from a what do you call it now? They're from a village scene that I have. So they're just little, almost like pathways. So I'm going to have that, so it leads up to the door. And then I've got a whole stack of bottle brush trees. So I'm going to treat this as if it was outside somebody's home. And he's walked up to the door, and he's been greeted by their pet dog. And again, I'm going to be putting snow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, oh, this tree is alive. And I have a snowman, and this is one of the new ornaments from Poundland this year. I've just taken off the string, and I should just have that nestled there as if a child has recently built it. Okay, now on this shelf here we have a very simple scene. We have a miniature rustic woodland Santa, and we have and these are some faux trees on a wooden branch. So I'll put those in, and again add the faux snow. Okay, then on the bottom here we're going to have a family of snowmen. I've got some ceramic and I've got some acrylic snowmen, and they are going to be around this. I've got this mirror insert from a craft that I use the frame, and I keep the mirror inserts, then I can place it on a flat surface, and then I can cover that, or cover the edges at least, with the faux snow, and that gives the impression that it's a frozen lake. Okay, crafters, so that's that done. Now it comes to the top. Okay, now we come to the top here. I have these three kind of frozen glistened trees which I'm going to use. So I'll have one on this edge, one to the right hand side of the middle, and the second on this edge, on this end, towards the back. And then I have a selection of these rustic houses. So I'm going to have you in the middle, and then I have the taller version, so I'm going to have one on this side, and then I have one which is exactly the same, but instead of having it facing this way, I'm going to have it facing that way, so it looks slightly different. So I'm going to have one there, and then I have this smaller one which I will put on a riser, a slight riser, and that will go towards the back. And then I have two of these which are the same. So one will go here, and one will go on this side. And then I have some miniature snowmen and trees which I will just use to decorate. And that is what I have done for the top this year, and I really like the way that looks. So I'm going to take my camera down now and show you a close-up.